it's about 20 to 7. It's starting to get a bit dark. The sun's just setting, so it's not going to be many more evenings where I'm going to have a lot more light. Managed to get up part of the shed today, and the chicken run is nearly finished. Tomorrow I need to disinfect the house and the feeders and the drinkers, and then fill up their sand bath there. It was going to be a dirt bath, there might be a bit of sand in there with it. Yeah, so I need to fill that up for them. Hang a couple of feeders up that they can interact with, and that should be about it. Then we're probably ready to have them in there. Most of the rubbish, well, I say most, some of the rubbish has been cleared. A few of the bits that were hanging around for ages, Steve managed to get rid of, and I've just started playing around with sizing and layouts for beds. So I've got a plan of what I want to have, but at the moment I know what I'm going to be like. I'm a bit indecisive, so I really want to make sure that what goes in the ground is where it's going to stay. So yeah, this is how it's going to be for the time being, but I might change my mind. So I'm up here really early this morning because this is the first morning I'm letting out the chickens. I locked them in last night just because it's their first night. It's just gone 7 o'clock. It looks a bit brighter than what it actually is. Yeah, so this is the long walk that I have down to my allotment plot every time I'm here from the gate. I don't mind it too much because you can see everyone else's plot and you get to be a bit nosy, having a look, see what everyone else is doing and what they're growing. So that's how long the plot is. So there's plots at the front and then plots at the back. So some people have more than one. So each length of plot there are 2 plots. So you can have one person that has like the whole plot right down to the trees, or it can be split into 2 halves. So this is a little car parking area. You can probably fit about 3 vehicles on here. So this is where you can bring your car if you need to. But drive is very narrow. The spiky brambles on the left hand side here will scratch your paintwork if you're not careful. It hasn't been trimmed back in a while, so I can't bring my car down really until they've trimmed the bushes. And this is the start of my path, and there you can see the summer house. See, that's the thing about coming down early in the morning, you're the first one to walk through all the spider lines. And here we are. So it was too late to take a video last night because at 7 o'clock it just got dark. So this is what I did. I tidied up the soil here by sweeping the majority of it into the middle, aligned the beds properly. I think this is how I'm going to have them. And then I tidied up this one, swept the soil up, started to make pathways. Yeah, so that'll be the next bit to work on. I'm going to need to dig this one out because it's literally right in the middle there. And that's just plantain and foxglove and a fern over there that I wanted to keep. So they're just temporarily in there at the moment. The grapevine posts, they're still up, and I need to sort out the wire because I forgot to crimp them after we did it, so the wire's gone a little bit slack. So not sure what this is. Fruit tree of some sort maybe, but again that is growing in the wrong place. Not quite sure where I'm going to move it to or what it is, so I need to get an ID on this one. And then this lone little flower here, again that's in the wrong place, so I need to work out where I'm going to move that one to. We managed to move this one the other day with the help of my brother-in-law. It was heavy as anything. We had to dismantle the wooden box it was in. Some of it was rotten, but it's just in there in a whole clump of soil, and it's still extremely heavy. So how I'm going to move that when it comes to putting it back in the ground, I'm not quite sure. And then this is the finished chicken run with the chickens in it. So I didn't take any videos or photos, too many photos of them yesterday because I just want them to settle in. They're a little bit flighty, unsure of me. And then that's the summer house so far. The doors don't align, which is extremely annoying. We could have had it finished yesterday, but the width isn't right, which means the doors don't close properly. So I'm going to hopefully try and get that sorted as soon as possible by planing off some of the wood. So that's still to do. So there's one of them. Lots of poop. So we just lift off the lid and see who's where. Good morning. There we go. That's the red one. And then we got the two white ones. One of them's found the perch. That one's on that perch. And the red one was in the nesting box this morning. Well, last night when I left her. Hey, how are we doing? Good morning, girls. Is everybody okay? Yeah? No fights or anything? Oh, you look, you're still sleepy, just waking up. You all good? Right, so close this down, and then hopefully they'll come out on their own accord. Yeah, so that's the hen house. And they've got a little soil dirt bath in there. which they've been in, and then that's their roosting chair, or resting chair. They were all trying to roost on there late last night. They did look at going into the hen house but decided not to, so in the end I had to put them in the hen house myself. That was a job, having never picked up chickens before. And then that's just their grit down there. So I've given them some broccoli to peck at. I'm not sure if they've had it before or if they like it. Apparently they're not keen on the kale that's in there, so I'm going to change that for something else. And then I need to sort out their food because they've kicked stuff all over it, which is what chickens do, so. Yeah, so it might just take them a little while to come out. So the first one's just popped out. Not sure what she's pecking at. It's so funny when they do that. Oh, and here's the second one. Good morning. You can get up there. See, it's just going everywhere. I mean, legs are quite powerful. I mean, these are really big chickens as well. Bit of pecking order going on there. I'm not sure if the red one had lost her dominance just before they got put in yesterday, so maybe she's reasserted herself. Oh, I'm going to go and get some fresh water for them. Maybe the white one might come out in a minute. So the third one's come out. She's just over the back there having some breakfast. pulling down some cardboard just to try and keep the weeds from falling on top of the soil, and I've filled up this first bed with soil down the end, and I got some cabbages today from Pickwell Farm Shop, so these are going to be a bit of a test. I'm just going to plant these, see what happens. I don't know what's going to eat them. There's quite a few pigeons around. A lot of people have like netting and stuff over the top of their vegetables and things, so I'm just going to leave these and see if the birds are attracted to them or not. I've got copper tape around the edge, which I'm actually going to put more of on the inside. So it works for some slugs in my garden at home, so again it's going to be a bit of a test to see if I have super slugs down here on the allotment or not. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I got these planted yesterday and then it started chucking it down and rain, so I really couldn't do anything else. So I can dig and hold with an umbrella, but it makes it really awkward. So I'm just checking on these this afternoon. And this one for some reason has started wilting already. So it wasn't like that when I planted it, and it's really soft and floppy. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that one. There's a couple of others that look a little bit the same as well. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with these. So I hope they do alright. It's not a very good start if they don't like the soil already. I even got my tape measure out to plant them 45 centimetres apart, because normally I plant things too close together and it crowds over, but I thought I'd try and do this right. So one's in the middle. I haven't got space for at the moment because I need to sort out that bed over there, so I could end up with way more than I actually need. But we've managed to survive one night without slugs getting to them. Fingers crossed. So it's nearly dusk. I've just come down to make sure the chickens are okay. I'm going to go off to bed alright. Just looking down at the cabbages, and the one that is like really quite badly wilted, it's kind of picked up a bit. We've had a bit of rain again today. That one's starting looking a lot better than it did a few hours ago. So maybe it's just the fact they needed a really good drink, but there was a hell of a lot of rain last night, so I'm not quite sure why it decided it needed more water. Ones in the middle I haven't got around to planting yet, so they're still sat here because I had to go home and do something this afternoon. So they will eventually be planted in. But I'm just pleased that they're all looking a little bit better than they did earlier on. So the rest of the allotment we haven't really done much to at all, because we've been quite busy. This one's still sat here in the big pot. Made a bit of a dent into the huge mound of soil that went down into the bed where the cabbages are, so that's okay. And finally have doors on the summer house. The window panes are in, the bolts are across, so at least it's watertight now. And yeah, they're still up. So that's the two white ones. Maybe the red one's gone inside already.